On Morad protest media today, I'm hoping to draw an interest of the Middle Eastern media and other institutions to do a documentary on myself. I am an Arab American citizen. I came to America at the age of 14. I was a successful young entrepreneur who was part of the American dream, and the American dream ended by the Jewish Zionist developers and the U.S. government taking over my 276 units of Section 8 housing and put me in a bankruptcy. And they, I witnessed the double standard in America. I'm a victim to it as an Arab American. I want to expose all these issues on my documentary. Number one is the Jewish takeover right here in America, and the powerful lobbyists, Jewish lobbyists, and the control of the Jewish Zionist media. Therefore, if you're an Arab American, you don't have a chance in America if you're a high profile individual and you're in litigation in the courts. The discrimination here is totally against us. We have no voice and we have no representation. We've been victimized and tainted as more on the terrorism side, and no one talks about the goodwill that we have done in our achievement toward humanity and democracy. I have taken a stand here in America toward minorities, and mainly the African Americans, when they were gentrified in the city of America. I renamed my housing development Mandela after Nelson Mandela to support his freedom and to support the Mandela Incorporation, because I have lived and witnessed and been a victim to the racism in America and the discrimination of America. So does America really truly stands for democracy? I don't think so. That's why America today is bankrupt, because we spend trillions of dollars to take over the Middle East and control the oil and back up Israel. And that's why I am a victim right here in America. I lost all my 30 years of hard work. I'm indigent, homeless, owing the IRS $800,000 for money I never received, that the Jewish developers kept it all. But there's no justice for us here in America. So 60 Minutes will not cover my story. 2020 will not cover my story. The Washington Post. And I am a high profile figure. You could go into the www.jewishtake.com. You could see all my videos there and all my court documentation and the lawsuit against the Boston Globe newspaper, who tainted me as a Lebanese immigrant for years, and they never retracted the truth. I filed a lawsuit on the Boston Globe, and you can see this lawsuit on my website. And I've been a high profile in the media, but the media has always stated me negative. The truth was never brought out, and that's why I'm seeking right now help and to take my story to the Middle Eastern media, because I think the Middle Eastern media, they need to hear and have me expose what we up against in America as Middle Easterners. Clearly, America cannot stand for democracy in the Middle East. That's not true, because what they stand for is to control the oil and help Israel to rob the Palestinians from their homes and their lands and allow the genocide of Gaza and the West Bank. I want to expose the corrupt judges in America, and mainly the Jewish Zionist judges who crucified me. They should not reside on Arab American cases. We should have committees right here in America not to allow any further Arab American judges sitting on all our cases. That is a conflict of interest considering what's happening in the Middle East. Also, we have no representation here in America, and I want to be able to expose the IRS how they are also legalized terrorist agency who victimized me intentionally and deliberately and covered up for the Jewish developers who took away from me $12 million tax credit that belonged to me, and who basically covered up for fraud that was committed in the tax court. And you can see this on the buttons of the IRS scandal under the www.jewishtakeover.com. So therefore, I think we need a positive documentary for the Middle East. I want to attribute part of that documentary to the Palestinian citizen because they are victimized as I have been victimized in my family right here in America. I do understand the Jewish takeover now. I never believed that I would be a victim to it. And I've been in 20 years of litigation in the courts. And basically right now I'm at the age of 67. I don't have much to offer. I challenge policies in America. I want to make a difference in the Middle East for unity and to be able to present my case on the Middle Eastern media so we could unite together and have our own Middle Eastern democracy and not America's democracy. Because America's democracy is a corrupt democracy. That's why today we have 50 million Americans on food stamp. We have 22 million unemployed and millions of foreclosures because of the corrupt government. So therefore the American people are nice people. They are innocent, but they're also being victimized by the Jewish Zionist media. The truth has never been put out there, and they spend trillions of dollars going to the war in Iraq and Libya and backing up Israel, and it's all for the elitists, for the Jewish lobbyists, for the oil companies, and I have a lot more to discuss on that documentary. So if you have an interest, I appreciate you emailing me, my email on my website, and I look forward to hear from you. Thank you.